Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and today's shout out goes to Guru Music. Guru was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus wins this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with a review of another neat new drone. This is the LYZRC L900 folding GPS drone. Okay, why am I interested in this little folding drone? Well, this is another one of those drones that are supposedly weigh under 250 grams. What does that mean, folks? That means that you do not require registration or registering this drone in most countries. So that's the big point of this particular drone. Now it's available in black and in gray, and also this cool orange. I always like the orange ones, folks. The reason being, it greatly helps improve visibility of the drone while it's flying. Now, before we go further, I want to mention one other thing. It's available either with in a phone box or with two different carrying cases. I got the black carrying case. There's a gray one that's actually kind of nicer than this, I think. But I got the gray carrying case that comes with this. And again, you know, I always mention this at the beginning because I forget to mention it during a review if I don't do it right at the beginning. Okay, that's out of the way. So let's get back to the drone itself. Okay, I mentioned it's under 250 grams. One thing about it, it comes with a 7.4 volt, 250 milliamp hour battery. And this battery is right here. And not 250, it's 2200 milliamp hour battery. Now this battery is supposedly gives it 28 minutes of flight time. It is charged by a little micro USB cable. They provide one for you, but I recommend using a 2 amp wall charger to charge this battery to reduce the amount of flight time or amount of charging time you'll need it to charge that. If you try to charge a 2200 milliamp hour battery through the USB port of your computer, I guarantee it's going to take all day to charge it because they're usually around 500 milliamps output from USB ports on the computer. Now, it does have brushless motors on this drone, which improves the durability of this drone's motors as compared to a brush motor drone. It's available around the price range of about a little over $100, which also makes it suitable for beginner flyers. Well, the price range makes it suitable for beginner flyers, you know, with this little drone. Other things about it, it does have GPS with return to home on command, where you press a button on the controller and this will fly back and land where it took off from. On loss of signal, if it loses signal from the controller, this will also fly back home and land itself. And on low voltage, it will fly back within a radius of about 20 meters and restrict its movement within that 20-meter radius for the remainder of the flight. And at the end, when the battery gets very low, it's just going to land itself wherever it's at. So that's the type of return to home it got. It also has on the belly a little camera. Now this little camera is an optical flow camera. And what that does is, folks, when it does not have GPS signal, it instead uses this optical flow camera to look at the ground and help maintain its position in space with, you know, in hover, horizontally hover without movement. And what it does is it looks directly below the drone at the ground and uses that information that it's seeing to help maintain its position. That comes into play, particularly if you're flying indoors, folks. That comes into play. Now, this is advertised with a 4K camera. As I normally stress, especially for a drone that costs around the $100 price range, do not expect a true 4K camera on a $100 drone. You know, that's just being unrealistic, folks. Let's talk about this camera. Now, it does have an up-down remote control that you can control the tilt of the camera remotely using the controller, but it does not have any SD card recording capability. There's no slot on this for recording to an SD card. So what that means is this is going to transmit its video and photos to your phone using a Wi-Fi signal. Now, Wi-Fi is inherently not the best way to transmit a signal. Wi-Fi fades in and out, and when that happens is you lose video information or photo information to your phone. The biggest thing you'll notice is probably frame dropping and frame skipping of the video as the video signal fades out. Momentary losses of the video signal, and sometimes with some drones the video just freezes and you never recover. We won't know how this actually performs until I take it out and fly it. But the type of video that it records, the resolution and frame rate, this records to your phone in 1080p resolution at 25 frames per second, which isn't too bad, but it's definitely not 4K. Now, why are they advertising this 4K? Well, this also transmits photos to your phone, and those photos are 1080p stills, okay, the same resolution as the video. But when it goes to your phone, it uses the app, the drone's app, to electronically enlarge. That's called interpolation. And it enlarges that video. And depending on what app you use, I'm going to go into that here shortly, it'll enlarge the video resolution to either 3840 by 2160 pixels for the HFun Pro app, or if you alternatively use the HFun Fly app, it'll enlarge that even larger to 5120 by 2880 pixels. Now they're calling it 4K because the HFun Pro app is the particular app that they recommend using with this drone, and that again is 3840 by 2160, so they run that 3840 up to 4000 and they call it a 4K camera. So again, kind of false advertising. Some of my viewers have been complaining, well, it's false advertising, you shouldn't review it. Well, if I don't review it, you won't find out. Okay, you'll learn the hard way when you get this and go, why is my video not 4K? Okay. Okay. Okay, this is also advertised with a 300 meter FPV range, okay? I gotta stop saying that, okay? 300 meter FPV range along with 1200 meter control range with the controller. Why? Now, a 1200 meter control range with a controller, keep in mind, when you fly outside of 300 meters, you are not going to be getting any more video from the drone. You will be not recording any more video from the drone. You'll be strictly flying line of sight as far as you can see the drone, but again, you won't be getting any video and photos, so I don't see people, any real benefit of having a controller that goes out to 1200 meters when you can't record the video while it's out there. So that's something to also keep in mind. Now let's talk about that app. First thing before we go into the app, this requires a phone with 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. Not all phones have that capability, so before considering purchasing this drone, first verify that your phone indeed has 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. And the way to do that is simply do a Google search of your phone's name, your phone's model, along with the terms 802.11 and the term specifications. See if 802.11 AC shows up in the Google search results. Now let's talk about the apps. This is recommended to use, well, it comes with information and downloading instructions or downloading QR codes for the HFun Pro app. Now I tried the HFun Pro app flying this in my backyard, and every time I hit video record, the video signal would freeze. Okay, so there we go again. Okay, every time I would hit record, the video signal would freeze. I could not get HFun Pro to record properly with this drone with my particular phone. Others might have success, but my phone had problems. However, when I downloaded the HFun Fly app, also from the company HFun, the HFun Fly worked perfectly with this in terms of recording. I don't know if it's going to work for the advanced flight control features. We're going to talk about that here shortly, but it recorded properly. So when I go out into the field, I am going to start using the HFun Fly app, and if I have problems with the advanced flight control features, I'll switch to HFun Pro, and I'll use screen recording to record the video from the drone. Now, with that app, you also get advanced flight control features of FPV video to your phone. You'll be able to view the video, along with advanced flight control features of Circle Me, where it'll circle position, Follow Me, where it'll follow you. It'll follow you either optically, it has optical follow, or GPS follow. It also has palm control where you can raise and lower and move the drone left or right by raising your hand up. And also it has waypoints flying capability with the app. Now let's talk about the controller. The controller is one of the basic drone controllers that I've been seeing recently. However, looking at the antennas on this, I do not see any antenna wire going up in here. So these are both fake in my opinion, just for display purposes only. Let's go over the controller with the buttons on this. Let's start with the scroll wheels. Now, the scroll wheels are labeled as this being the speed or rates, and this being adjusting the angle of the camera. However, when I flew in the backyard, these were reversed. So this is actually the rate control, speed control on the left, and on the right is actually your adjustment of the camera angle up or down. This button here is for starting and stopping videos. Hold it down for 2 seconds and you can start a video, and also stop a video before turning off the drone, or you will lose that video. And a quick press takes a photo. The button on the right here is for entering headless mode. If you want to fly in headless mode, I'll try to demonstrate out in the field what headless mode is primarily for. I use it for crane shots, reverse flight crane shots, where it flies backwards and you view yourself on the ground. This button here is return to home button. You press that and the drone will fly back and land itself where it took off from if you wish to use it. This button here, if I press it, it supposedly turns the GPS off. Why would you want to use that? Well, in case this enters toilet bowl effect, where it starts rotating in ever increasing circles, you usually want to turn off the GPS momentarily so you can regain control of the drone and then turn it back on. However, a drone I recently flew, this didn't work, so I'm hoping this actually does work if we do come into problems. This on-off switch here, and this is for calibrating the gyros if you want to fly using the optical flow sensor. If you notice drifting of the drone while trying to use that optical flow sensor, you probably need to calibrate your gyros. And the way you do that is you turn on the drone, put it on a flat level surface, turn on the controller, bind it to the drone by up or down on this throttle stick, and then press that gyro button to calibrate the gyros. You also have a compass calibration, and you press that button there. Before every flight, you need to do a compass calibration with these GPS drones. And you press that button, and then you do 3 rotations horizontally, and then 3 rotations of the drone with a nose pointed down. Again, I will demonstrate that when we go flying out in the field. And this button here is your arm button, which actually starts the motors. And then you can take off you can take off manually by giving it throttle. I do not see an automatic takeoff button on this, but those are kind of useless in my opinion. Just give throttle when you take off. Okay, so again, you can arm the motors by pressing this button here, and that brings the motors to idle. You can also bring the motors to idle by bringing both sticks down and out. That will also start the motors, and also stop the motors if you wish to stop the motors after you land. Also, this has telemetry. A telemetry screen, an LCD screen. Let's see if I can bring it up to be in focus. I don't think it's showing on the screen, unfortunately, folks, but I'm telling you right, what you get on here is you get signal strength of the coming from the drone, along with GPS status, along with battery power of the controller and the drone, along with GPS, or again, whether your GPS is on or off. Let me press that button. See what? Yeah, you can turn it off with this one. So you can turn GPS off. And it also tells the height of the drone and distance of the drone, along with the rates, whatever speed you're in. Right now I switched it to high and back to low. Now, one other thing about this I want to bring up real quickly. Again, this has a built-in battery. Let me try to find that battery port. It's charged through a micro USB port like the drone. However, the battery in this is only a little 180 milliamp hour battery. So you're not going to get a lot of flight time out of this. So you're going out, you want to go out and fly 2 battery packs. I don't know if you'll be able to do it, because this thing's supposed to fly for 28 minutes. I'm not sure this will actually last for 28 minutes. Again, we'll find out when we go fly this out in the field. Quick review what you get. Again, I mentioned you get the carrying case, you get GPS, or you get the instruction manual. It's in Chinese and English. You get the software instruction manual for the HFun Pro app. Again, I will be using HFun Fly. You get the drone. You get 1, 2, or 3 batteries. If you wish more batteries, you got to buy them at the point of, or the time of purchase, because I doubt you'll be able to get spare batteries if you try to buy them separately. I got the 2 battery version in particular. You get the controller, and you get a spare set of propellers, a little mini screwdriver for removing those propellers and reinstalling, along with a little micro USB cable for charging the drone and the controller. So that is the L900 tabletop review. Let's take this out into the field and see how it flies. So hope you enjoy this flight. Good afternoon, Quadcopter 101 here, out on here on a overcast, and dang, it's colder than a witch's fingers out here today. But I got to fly today because tomorrow we got a snowstorm coming through, and I won't be able to fly for another couple weeks. Okay, so let's get right into it, folks. Okay, to start this drone up, I need to press the on-off switch on the top until we hear the ESC's chirping, and then put it on a flat level surface. And then I'm going to connect it to the controller by turning on the controller and moving up and down on this throttle stick. Now I'm going to connect it to the Wi-Fi of the drone first, and then I'm going to open up that app, HF Fly app. So hold on, folks, while I do that. Okay, this is the HFun Fly app available on Google Play and iTunes, and I'm going to use the app to calibrate the compass on this. Horizontal calibration is complete, but we're going to do the, let's see, compass calibration. I'm going to hit calibrate. And right now its lights should be flashing rapidly, and they are. And I'm going to put this down on the ground here while I do this. And raise it up about 1 meter above the ground or more. Okay, notice how the lights are rapidly flashing. That means we need to rotate this about 3 times horizontally. And then we go nose down and rotate again another 3 times. Until we hear another beep. And the lights are now solid. Okay, I'm putting the drone back on its landing pad. And putting my glasses where I can grab them. Then picking up the controller. So we are ready to fly. And it shows, the features of the app. And I'm going to hit I know to start the app. So we are ready to go right now. Okay, I am going to start the video recording using the app by holding down the record button for 2 seconds, and it is recording. And I am going to start the motors by pressing this arm switch, or arm switch, because we have 14 satellites right now. We're good to go. And then giving it throttle to take off, and then holding it there. I want to check its stability. We're going to wait a bit. Seems to be stable, so I'm going to get on this side of the camera and get in the picture, sync it up, and say, hey, I like my jacket today, folks. I ain't kidding, it's cold out here. My fingers are numb. Okay, so we should be good to go. Let me put my glasses on now so I can see this drone while we send it out first. Because what I want to do first is send it up higher. Going up. Yawing to the right. I want to the other way. And we are up about 20 meters up, 25 meters up, and looking for Lake Erie. I kind of see it out there, but again, it's overcast. Now notice we got a lot of wobble up there because we got wind up there, but I'm going to push forward because what I want to do is head over to this direction here. Head toward the field over there. Just before we get to the area there, I'm going to slowly turn it to the right, left, and head toward this direction. And actually it's flying very nicely today, folks. Very nicely. I flew another drone the other day, another low-cost single-axis drone the other day that it was not very well. The flight did not go very well, but this one seems to be doing okay. So it's actually kind of nice. A little bouncy because of the wind up there. And again, there's no two-axis gimbal with this, so you got to keep that in mind too, folks. So I'm just showing you its camera as we go around the area. Let's go over here. This little drone seems to be working well. Okay. From that spot there, let's try that return to home and landing. So pressing return to home a button, see what it does. And it's flying. Ooh, it flies back real fast like that other one I just flew. Very quick. Okay, it's overhead us right now. And let's see what it does. It's coming down. Now I'm going to stop it before it hits the ground because the grass is kind of high and it's kind of wet out here. So let's move over here, show you it coming down. And when it gets to a certain point, I'm going to hit that stop, or I'm going to hit the return to home button one more time to stop the return to home. Okay, it slows down right there. And then it makes its final descent and hitting stop. So that's actually not too bad. I want to make sure I got that video recording, so I am going to hit that video recording button. Stop. Okay. Now while we're here, let's take a photo. One. Another photo. And one there. Let's get up close this time. Say one more. Hey, it actually worked. Okay. Let's go up a little bit higher. Let's try some of the advanced features out. Okay, in the upper right corner there, there's that 3 lines. We're going to hit that 3-line box. And the one that looks like a radio receiver, upper right corner, I'm going to press that. That's GPS follow. Let me move back a little bit too. And also let me start the video recording. This time I am going to use the controller to start the video recording. Video recording is started. And I'm pressing that button for follow me. And I'm going to hit, let me read this first. Mobile phone intelligently follow the flight. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, will it follow? It's been a while since I've seen one of these follow me's work. But hey, it's actually following me, surprisingly. This is actually not a bad drone compared to what I've been seeing in this price range. Hey, one thing about this HFun Fly app, it works well with this drone, but if you momentarily lose signal where you would normally get a frozen frame or frame dropping, what it does is it stops the video recording and then restarts it again. But the follow me is working well. Let me move a little faster. Okay. Well, there you go, folks. Hear those burp, burp, those chirps? That's each time you hear the chirp, it's restarting the video recording. Okay, I'm going to come out of follow me. Let's see if we can come out of it. Follow me is stopped. Okay. Now I'm going to, being a cold day, as it's a cold day, I'm not going to get the amount of flight time that I normally would get out of this battery. And right now it's saying it's kind of low. But I'm going to try another advanced flight feature. Hopefully it'll work. And that is orbit. Yeah, oh, there you go. It's because of the cold weather, folks. We're not going to get 28 minutes of flight time out of this. I got to apologize for that, but again, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate this because of the coming snowstorm. But notice how it keeps restarting the video. But while we're here, let's just fly around the area. Again, demonstrating the camera. And going up and about. It keeps restarting that video. Okay, video's working fine now. Maybe I was too close. It doesn't like it when you're too close for some reason. I'm flying nice and slow here, trying to demonstrate this. Let's go up a bit higher. What is our battery power? 7.18 volts. That's a lot of battery power, folks. We could go down to about below 7 easily. Pushing forward. The wind's picking up there, starting to fight that wind. So I'm going to come back down. Oh, maybe we're in that. How far are we from the takeoff point? 20 meters. So we got to stay within 20-meter circle of the takeoff point. And we're going to do that. We're going to come over here. Again, I'm not getting the full 28 minutes, and the reason being, again, as I mentioned, it's cold out here. It's just 29 degrees, 30 degrees. I'm going to go up as high as I can. Wow, this battery is like this. Actually, let's come back down again. And what I'm going to do is lower the gimbal. I can do something. Okay, that's the rates. Coming down. Trying to bring it over here. So as a beginner's drone, this one's actually not bad. It's just that its battery power doesn't last in cold weather, but no drone's battery does. Okay, while we're down here, I'm trying to lower the gimbal. Oh, there we go. Is that as far as it goes? Okay, I'm trying to lower it. Here, let me sync this up. That's about as low as it goes, folks. Now I'm going to hit headless mode is what we're going to do. Headless mode should be activated, so if I push forward or pull back, let me go over this direction here. I'm going to do it up and away. Up and away until it hits that geofence. Now again, with low battery, when we're down in a low battery state like this, let me come out of headless mode. When we're in a low battery state like this, it won't let you fly further than 20 meters away from the takeoff point. And again, the low battery state has been activated early because of the cold weather I'm flying in. Just to make that clear. So, again, I wasn't able to demonstrate circle me, but I did demonstrate follow me. That worked. There is also waypoints with this. Let's show you that. Or at least attempt to show you the waypoint map. And the waypoint map does seem to work with this because it's showing the park where I'm at. However, if I press waypoints, I bet it doesn't let me fly because of the time limit. Yeah, battery's too low to do this, so coming back out of that. So, we fly up again. Let's just fly around the area. Let's increase the speed of this. High rate. Let's see how this flies in high rate. Flies nicely. But we're hitting that 20-meter circle. Trying to raise that gimbal up again, because that tilts down when I'm going at this high of a speed. Nice little drone. This is a good one for beginners. I actually kind of like this one for beginners because things seem to work with this. Okay, I think it's doing a low battery return. Or is it? No, it's still 7.14 volts. We still got enough power. I'm giving it throttle, but is it trying to land itself? I'm giving it throttle and it was coming down. Okay, it stopped doing it. Let's come back out of high rate. Okay, we're back in low rate now. Let's fly around in low rate. And I'll keep it within the 20-meter circle just so I can show it to you. So yeah, this is a nice drone for beginners as compared to what I've been seeing. I've been seeing a lot of trash. This one's not trash. This one is actually well done. Again, I'm using the HFun Fly app. The app that really was recommended for this was enabled to record. But HFun Fly seems to be recording to my phone. Nice beginner's drone. Nice beginner's GPS drone. And again, right now it's keeping me within a 20-meter circle because of low battery, because of the cold weather I'm flying in. But all in all, not bad. And I think the price for this is reasonable too, what they're offering it for. Now keep in mind, it's not stabilized video. You don't get a 2-axis stabilized, 2-axis stabilization or 3-axis or even electronic with this. It's just pure unstabilized. And again, it's recording to micro SD card. Let me put it there. Okay, and again, I'm not seeing any toilet bowling like I was seeing with the other drone that I reviewed. Other couple drones. You know, excuse me. I think that there is a bad batch of GPS modules out there that have been incorporated in some drones, but it doesn't seem to be in this one, thank goodness. Because I've been having problems with other cheap drones, several other cheap drones. I don't want to mention their names because I might be wrong, but this one has no problem flying out here in this area. I was worried it was the area. And again, I like that orange color in this. Not too shabby. Okay, let's go up one more time and just rotate around the area. Showing it. Oh, that's it. That's true low battery. Look at those lights flash. Here we go. That's the end of the flight. Look at those lights flash on the true low battery. Okay, that's the total flight time you get on a cold day, 30 degrees out here day. So, not too bad. So, okay, and let me turn off the recordings, and I'll tell you, or actually, I'll just pick it up for you and give you my thoughts. Then I'll turn off the recordings. So, the L900 from LYZRC not a bad beginner's drone. I kind of like it. Again, the limitation is it's Wi-Fi video, and also it's unstabilized Wi-Fi video. But other than that, it's actually a great beginner's drone. Hey, I'm back again. I just remembered that I had a second battery, so let's start the recording again. I already did the compass calibration. I really do want to demonstrate those advanced flight features. So let's start the motors by manually down and out and giving it throttle. Checking its stability. Stability seems to be fine. I'm going to go over here, and again, we're going to go up in the upper right corner and select those 3 bars. And then we're going to hit circle position, which is the second one in the upper right corner. And we're going to hit OK. And sending data. Please wait a moment. Let's see if it does it. Okay. As with the HFun Pro app, it doesn't seem to be circling. Do I need to tell it which direction to circle by giving it right or left movement? No, it doesn't seem to be circling, folks. Let's bring it down a little bit here. Let's try it one more time. Orbit clockwise, and then hitting OK. Okay, it's doing something this time. It's doing something this time. And there you go. I had to do it twice. So it's orbiting position now. I had to hit that twice. Next, let's see if I can increase the speed by... No, I'm not going to mess with it. It seems to be doing its job right now. But I'll give it a little bit of roll. Let's see if I can increase the speed. No, roll doesn't do anything, but it stops it. It seems to stop it. So let's come out of orbit position. Next one I want to try was, okay, there it is. It plops itself there. Is waypoints. So let's go back. I'm going to get in the picture again. Let me calibrate it. Let's come down a little lower. Actually, go back up again because I don't want to hit myself. And my phone keeps slipping out because it's it's a bigger phone than I just pushed on the pitch stick, but it's bigger than this controller can hold. But let's select waypoints. And waypoint is selected. And I'm going to hit OK. And that brings up the map. And I'm trying to zoom out so we can see where we're at. Okay, there's a softball field over there. So let's pick a point. I don't like that point there, but let's try the waypoints one more time. How do I clear those waypoints? Because I don't like the waypoint it's got in there right now. It looks like it's going to go too far, but let's go up a bit higher and see what it does. And then hit... I don't even see where I can activate it, folks, right now on the screen here with the waypoints. So I'm going to come out of waypoints. Okay, I see where it's at. It's the upper left corner now. Let's try waypoints, delete. Let's trash them all, and then pick a couple here. Something close. I don't like to be going too far. 2, and then coming back. We'll go over here, and then back. And then hit submit. And let's see it go to those points. Okay, hopefully it's reaching the first waypoint. Doesn't show the waypoints anymore. Getting close to those trees, I would hit stop. We're going to stop it right there, folks. And it's going to the third waypoint, so I don't have any choice in the matter right now. I hope it's recording. I'm going back to this screen here. Third waypoint. Which is over by the baseball field. And then it should turn and go to the final fourth waypoint.
waypoint, which seems to be over there. I just took a guess, folks. And is it going to come this way? So at the fourth waypoint, it stops itself and just waits. So I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to fly it back manually. So there we go. So we did demonstrate the advanced features of circle and follow me and waypoints. They all seem to work. Coming down, coming over here, lowering, 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 lowering. Where did I hit? Return to home. I accidentally hit the return to home button. So it's going to do a return to home for us. And that'll be it. And there's this low battery warning too. So that'll do its return to home. I hit the return to home button, folks. I could cancel that by just hitting return to home, but we're not going to fly any further. I just wanted to be able to demonstrate circle me and waypoints, which seem to work. So everything on this seems to work as advertised, which is unusual in this price range. Okay, let's lower it. Yeah, let me bring that up. Let's bring it down. And plop it here. Give you my final thoughts. Syncing up the camera. Make sure you got it. Okay, as I mentioned, everything advertised seems to work as long as you're using the HFun Fly app. Okay, HFun Fly seems to work with this best. The only thing that doesn't work as advertised, you know, and it's common with all these, is the advertisement of a 4K camera or a 6K camera. You're not going to get that in the under $100 price range. It just ain't going to happen, folks. Or in the $100 price range. Even the $200 price range is kind of iffy. So keep that in mind, folks. When you see those advertisements for 4K, 6K, it's likely not true. So, okay, so this is the L900 from LYZRC. I like this drone. It's good for beginners. Good beginners learn to fly drone. And that's about it. So hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101. Lowering it a bit. Quadcopter 101. Signing out.
Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.